There are statements made by mothers that leave deep wounds in childhood and often leave lifelong scars on a person's soul. When these statements come from toxic or malevolent mothers, they can act like poison, profoundly affecting the child's self-esteem and confidence. These words become ingrained, influencing thoughts, feelings, and actions, often leading to patterns that are hard to break throughout a lifetime. You'll discover what these statements are in today's video. If you're not yet part of our community, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any exciting future videos. Number 1. You are so ungrateful. This statement makes you feel constantly guilty and that nothing you do is ever good enough. If you are repeatedly told that you're ungrateful, you begin to doubt your own worth. You may develop an excessive need to please everyone and seek recognition in order to finally be seen as valuable. However, this attitude can quickly lead to a life based on self-sacrifice, a cycle that is very difficult to break. Number 2. You are the reason I am unhappy. Such a statement places the responsibility for the mother's happiness or unhappiness on you. You grow up believing that your behavior, your existence, or your nature is to blame for other people's problems or feelings. This can reinforce excessive self-criticism and the feeling that your actions or emotions are wrong. Often, as an adult, this results in an exaggerated sense of responsibility, leading you to take on other people's problems. Number 3. I wish I had never had you. When a mother tells a child that she regrets bringing them into the world, it has a profound impact on their self-esteem. This statement gives you the message that you are a burden, that you are not welcome, and that your value is questionable. Psychologically, such a statement can be very traumatizing and lead to a feeling of worthlessness that becomes deeply embedded in the subconscious, often causing difficulty in allowing relationships and closeness. Number 4. You will never amount to anything. A mother who constantly points out your failures or convinces you that you will achieve nothing plants deep insecurities within you. Such statements directly attack your self-confidence and often establish themselves as an internal voice in your mind. This can lead to struggles with low self-esteem as an adult, where every challenge is blocked by fears of failure. This negative conditioning can hinder career development and cause you to trust yourself far less than you are actually capable of. Number 5. Why can't you be like your brother or sister? Constant comparison with siblings or other children creates a constant competition in which you always feel you are never enough. These comparisons make you feel that you're only valuable when you meet others' expectations. Psychologists point out that such comparisons severely weaken self-confidence and can lead to a lifelong feeling of needing to prove yourself without ever finding true satisfaction. Number 6. You do everything wrong. When you are constantly made to feel that you make mistakes and can never do anything right, it can have devastating consequences. You develop an excessive mistrust in your own abilities and begin to question your decisions. As an adult, this often manifests in a so-called perfectionism aimed at avoiding mistakes at all costs. However, it can also lead to self-sabotage and missed opportunities because you fear failing again. Number 7. I do everything for you, and this is the thanks I get. This statement makes you feel that your mother is a victim of your behavior and that everything she does for you. You are pushed into feeling indebted and often unable to free yourself from these expectations. Psychologically, this leads to an internal conflict between gratitude and guilt, which can strain your attachments and relationships. Many adults who experience this in childhood later find themselves in emotional dependence, feeling a constant need to sacrifice themselves for others. Number 8. You are too sensitive. If you were criticized for your feelings and emotions as a child, it could have a lasting effect on your perception and self-image. You develop a defensive attitude toward your own emotions and may begin to suppress them. This often leads to difficulty expressing or acknowledging your feelings later in life, even when you need emotional support. Over time, this behavior can lead to inner emptiness and a loss of emotional connection. Number 9. No one will ever love you. One of the most hurtful things a mother can say is to claim that you are unlovable. This statement deeply attacks your self-worth and can make it difficult for you to allow love or build connections. The feeling that you do not deserve affection is a heavy burden that many adults carry, often accompanied by the fear of being abandoned or disappointed. Number 10. You are a disappointment. When a mother calls you a disappointment, this statement becomes deeply embedded in your self-image. It creates a sense that you are not enough, that your very existence is inadequate. Such a statement is often difficult to process and leads you to constantly strive to prove to yourself and others that you are worthy. Psychologists emphasize that such conditioning often persists for a lifetime, causing individuals to always feel the need to prove to others that they are indeed valuable. A mother's words have immense power and can profoundly shape a child's life. Statements that are negative and derogatory can lead to long-term emotional and psychological wounds, which have a lasting negative impact on self-esteem, trust in others, and one's own identity. However, awareness of these harmful imprints can also be the first step toward healing. By recognizing which patterns and beliefs continue to accompany you to this day, you can free yourself from them and begin to lead an independent and fulfilling life. It is possible to break this cycle and learn that you are valuable regardless of the voices of the past. Thank you for listening, and see you soon.